Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Zombies has given me a new lease on life, a new reason to be, an understanding that forevermore, whenever I wake up in the morning and gaze out upon the morning sun, I know that everything is going to be a little bit better than it was today. It gave me pep in my step, and I have never felt more reborn with myself than in this present moment, knowing that I never have to play this dog crap pile of rancid horse manure they call a zombies mode ever again. Jesus Christ, it is terrible. I played 2 matches, because that's all I could stomach. I could barely stomach the first one, but I'm like, you know what, we may as well actually try the objective in the second one. So I played it again, and what I was alluding to earlier is that forevermore, I can wake up in the morning content that no matter how far I can go down, no matter what day I have, no matter how black the night is, it can never be as bad as having to stomach that pile of crap that they call a zombies mode. To say it is fundamentally flawed would imply that at any moment in time this could have been good to begin with. This zombies mode needs to be the furthest it can from anything remotely positive that the English language can dictate. So what is it? Well, do you know Verdansk? Welcome to Verdansk again. And the entire goal is that it's an open world, because again, Verdansk, that you drop in, you're supposed to go find a contract, complete the contract, and then leave with whatever new stuff you acquire. Even in concept, it's not that interesting, but in execution, it's somehow worse. It's slow, meandering, annoying, unintuitive. There's no real sense of tension or intrigue or epicness to it. I found the mystery box, and it's just bleh. Gave me a bunch of bog standard weapons I couldn't care about. I got a wasp, which is cool, but the contract I managed to find was essentially break into a weapon stash, get it, and then exfil. What did that boil down to? I set up a turret and it became a glorified, not even a glorified, it was just a defense section. The entire goal, the purpose of the contract was just to sit there fighting off waves of zombies by myself because for some freaking cosmic mystical reason, they decided in their infinite wisdom to not pair me up with anyone. So I was all by myself fighting regular zombies that seemingly never ended in the most unintuitive location of all time without any party members. I contemplated doing a third match just to see if I could actually beat it, but I can't stomach this thing another minute. I don't know how they managed to continue to one-up themselves when it comes to bad decisions. It is legit a Guinness Book of World Records-esque event, because it is history-worthy how you can consistently and so cataclysmically mess up in design, idea, and execution time and time again. I wanted to go into this with an open mind because trying a new take on the zombies formula could work. I would love to see round-based zombies to go alongside that, but trying something new and trying to innovate, that is a step in the direction that I want Call of Duty to take. But this ain't it, Chief. It absolutely isn't. And Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 reeks to its absolute core of how much can we rip out from Warzone so we don't have to design new maps, so we don't have to design new iconic locations for these encounters to take place. Remember the zombies of old, where you would be held up in the Pentagon with JFK and Castro, trying to fight out waves of zombies? It was simple, it was cool, and it was fun. I was never even one for zombies, but when I had a squad to play with, I played it because it was fun. This wouldn't even be fun in a group setting, because the zombies are meandering, they're one-dimensional, they have health bars which eliminates the tension, and they range from either being one-tap KO, just weapon fodder, or they have so much HP and armor for some reason that they're just giant bullet sponges. The dogs are laughably tame and honestly minute. You shoot them a couple of times and they just die, and the only real threat they actually linger is with the fiery AoE they leave behind, which just involves you waiting a few seconds for it to disappear. They have some like supercharged up zombies like Left 4 Dead for some reason, like who asked for this? Like, genuinely, I don't know who this new zombies mode is supposed to appeal to. Is it supposed to appeal to the Left 4 Dead 2 players who really wanted an open world-esque mission for that was done poorly? Like, what is the idea here? What was the vision and what was the idea that the execution would live up to? Because it's not just a matter of it being bad in execution. It's bad in concept. It's so meandering and one-dimensional, where you're either swarmed by zombies, or you have to find a telescope to find a zombie. The zombies are either way too easy, or they just take an entire clip pretty much to take down. There's nothing really interesting on the map, outside of like maybe a vehicle, like you can ride an ATV, cool. There was one moment where me and my squad all hopped onto the same ATV and we moved about like, I don't know, what, 200 meters? But the objectives are so one-dimensional and bland from what I've seen and the one that I tried to accomplish. A basic defense section, who cares? How unoriginal, how uninspired. Zombies used to be cool. It had an aura around it. Because as the zombies got stronger, so did you. You acquired perks. You acquired way better weaponry. Here, like sure, maybe the goal down the line, I'm pretty sure that's what they're going for, is that every time you would do a zombies mode, you would go in, find some new weapons, do your objective, exfil, and then you could utilize those weapons on the next go-around. I didn't find a single perk though. Like, what happened? I'm sure they're around, but in 2 matches, I couldn't find a single one. Zombies used to have a pace to it. You learned the map. You learned what you were doing. Here, it's just bleh. It's just meandering. It's just one-dimensional. It's you going to find the one contract that feels the least pain in the ass, trying to accomplish it, and then I believe you just leave on a helicopter, call it a GG. Now, I don't know if there's like actual performance issues with this mode, by the way, because I'm rocking an older PC, like I'm only on a 1070. So I had some stuttering issues when it came to zombies. I have them when it comes to Warzone as well, so I'm not going to really make a big deal out of it because I think my PC is just like out of date. But the performance issues aren't even my main issues or my main critiques with the zombies mode. It's the design of the zombies mode. I don't know who this is supposed to appeal to. It's definitely not appealing to the old school zombies crowd, because otherwise you would have made a round-based survival mode. Is it supposed to try and appeal to the new Battle Royale Warzone crew? Because I don't see how it would appeal to them either. On old zombies, you always had this sense of tension, this tension that built up over the course of the game as the zombies came in more and more entry points, as you desperately tried to board up entryways to find choke points, to gain new perks, and if you died or went down, you had to get those perks again. You were managing your money situation, you were trying to camp near the mystery box so you can always get really powerful weaponry. Maybe on occasion you wanted to do some of the Easter eggs or the side objectives that you could do, but the main focal point was how long can you survive, and it constantly ramped up in difficulty, more and more zombies, stronger zombies, but they came alongside you and your crew getting stronger. There's a good sense of pacing to it. Here, it's just bleh, it's just one-dimensional. It's just you dropping out in the middle of freaking nowhere in a Warzone map, finding one contract to go pursue, and the open-ended nature of Verdansk completely undermines the tension of zombies. There's no tension, there's no horror to it. There's no pace to the gameplay. There are areas that are like popularized, or populated more like it, by more powerful zombies. And that's where you find some of the more like Left 4 Dead-esque zombies as well. But the map design, more often than not, just kind of devolves to you fighting zombies on a massive open plain. Anything but headshots feel absolutely worthless, for the most part, because headshots do so much more damage, which can work when you have the map design of small, more enclosed locations, but when you're in a place as large as Verdansk, and you can have these absolutely wide open locations, it just doesn't feel synergistic. It doesn't feel like the parts of this game mode work with one another to create an experience greater than the sum of its parts. It's just a bunch of slapdashed Warzone mechanics with some zombies slapped on top of it, just so they can call it zombies. I don't understand the appeal here, or what they were going for here. Was it just because they were rushed and they had to put something out? Because it's honestly how Modern Warfare 3 feels for most of the time. And I'm willing to buy that idea. But it still doesn't excuse the poor quality this came out with. It's not even that it's easy or hard. It's just unfun. It's not interesting. There's no motivation for me to try and get better at this. In the old maps, I could learn the spawns. I could almost like make a perk order for what I want to go and acquire. I can strategize with my buddies. Here, it's just mindless. and not in a good way. It's repackaged Warzone without the things that made Verdansk so much fun in the Warzone environment. That was a map designed for the Battle Royale genre. It was not designed for zombies. It doesn't fit with zombies. Zombies is a delicate balance. And I know they're trying something new here, but just because you're trying something new doesn't mean that it has to automatically be received as a good addition to the game. It just comes off as low effort, lazy, uninspired, unoriginal, and a shallow replacement for the zombies of old. And with that, I will call the video there for the day. Thank you all for tuning in, my pleasure for making the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out and helps support future content, and I greatly appreciate it. And hit the bell icon to be notified when I upload and stream in the future. And leave a comment down below with your thoughts on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. What game had your favorite zombies mode? Like, let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts about that. For me, it was probably Black Ops, because I really like that one JFK Castro map in the Pentagon. But also let me know if you actually enjoyed Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. Like, maybe you have a perspective or an opinion that I just haven't thought of, and I'd love to hear what you think. So for now, I'll call the video there for the day. Thank you all for tuning in. Stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Until we meet again.